Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd walk down here to the coop and give you an update on the Cayuga ducklings we've had and let you know what's been going on. And of course, I caught these guys trying to get into the grain house. All right, back up. So let's sneak in here and see if we can't find her. There she is. And let's see if we can find out how many babies she has there. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, and there should be a fourth one. There it is. Okay, so there's 4 ducklings. Now, if you remember last week, I believe, we left you with 3 ducklings. And she still had some eggs under her. And I will let you know that actually one of the 3 ducklings was actually killed. I believe by another duck, and so we had to deal with that. And then there was another egg starting to hatch, and that same duck came and stole the egg from her because she was busy with her other 2 little ducklings at the time. So she'd been going back and forth between the nest and the ducklings, and that was causing, one thing was getting ignored. Anyways, so the same duck had went and stole one of the eggs that was hatching. And we found that in that black tank right over there. And the egg and all, and the duck had come out of the egg. And the duckling wasn't ready to come out, number one. Still had the yolk outside the belly. That last day of when they're pipping out, they're engulfing the yolk. And it was a little bit too early. And of course, the duck just pretty much drowned it. So we were down to 2 ducklings. And so I had a decision to make. I was kind of worried because she was torn between taking care of her babies and then trying to take care of the nest. And of course the babies were getting kind of busy. So what I ended up doing, I made a decision. I went ahead and pulled the eggs from her and took them over by the house, stuck them in our brooding box, and we put a little heat lamp in there and the oil heater, got the temperature right. And I decided we were going to hatch the rest of the ducklings out over there. And that plan turned out to be a good one because she was able to take care of her ducklings, no issues. And then recently we had 2 of them hatch out over in the box, and it was about 6 to 7 days after the other ones had hatched. Surprisingly, there's not much size difference, as you can see. But there is 2 of them over there that are almost a week younger. And so that's where that got left off. Now we still have 1 egg over there in the brooding box, and it's still alive. Looks like it's a few days away. So we're going to go ahead and try to hatch that one out. And my thoughts were with these 2, I wanted to come down and get them to adopt them. And I wasn't sure if it'd be a good idea to have her adopt it because the other ones were older and kind of moving around fast and everything already, and these ones were slow and newborns. But my initial thought, because we have this other duck, and she's got a nest right there. Don't worry. It's okay. So she's got a nest in the tire. And she's been laying on, this is the other one that was trying to lay last month. They got kicked off by the other one and they stole all the eggs. So she started a new nest. And my initial idea was to go ahead and put the ducklings in with her in hopes that, maybe she'd come back. And I knew I couldn't fool her, but I thought she might come back and see the ducklings and maybe the mother instinct would kick in and she might want to take them. After about an hour of waiting, she didn't come back. And I was growing impatient. So what I did is I took the ducks out of the tire. And when I took the ducks out of the tire, I set them right here, and they were just peeping and making all kinds of noise because I'd picked them up out of the tire. And this old mama duck over here, boy, she come just a roaring over and, coming right at me and said, "Get away." And I got away. And she scooped them little ducklings up right here and just shoved them over back with the other 2, and it was just like, she immediately accepted them. And of course we had some thoughts that she might have recognized them, from being in the eggs and stuff as ones that were taken from her. So that was kind of exciting. So, like I said, she just immediately adopted them, and they just went right in with her. Everything was great. I was pretty excited about that. And lo and behold, you know, actually day 2, and they are keeping up famously. So that's a nice surprise. Now this mama duck, she's a little bit of a limper. Like I said, she's got a bum leg. But boy, I mean, I tell you what, you don't want to mess with her baby. She'll come after you. And she did just a minute ago. One of these little guys over here had kind of got left behind a little bit and tried going through the wire and got their little rear end stuck. And so I was trying to help the little duckling, and mama duck was going berserk. And then she finally come out and she came after me, and I had to get out of there. Luckily I got the little duckling out, and let's hope that doesn't happen again. Now as far as that other duck, I will let you know that the duck that was killing all the little ducklings and stealing the eggs and drowning them and just being kind of a nasty little duck, that duck ended up in the soup pot. So that duck is no longer with us, and that has been a very good decision, I believe, because she calmed down immediately. She was always on edge around the other ducks, and I kind of finally figured out which duck it was, and so we took care of that problem for you. I don't like having a mean duck around, unless it's you being mean to somebody about hurting your babies. Well, that's kind of a little bit of a long-winded story there to tell you what's been going on with the ducks, but that's the way it is. And so the 4 are doing pretty good, except for the one that likes to crawl through the fence, and that's going to become a problem. And I hope I don't come out here and, you know, that could kill her. So hopefully she'll figure that out and start going around and not trying to go through. If she'll keep up, she's a little bit of a free spirit, if you will. She'll kind of tend to trail behind a little bit, and it might be the newest one, the youngest one, and I'm guessing it probably is, because she likes to either trail off on her own or be behind or something. But hopefully she'll figure it out. But boy, they're just cute as a button, them little guys. Yeah, there she is. See, she just likes to be behind for some reason. Put them away, mama. Well, see, here it comes. Just kind of a free spirit, so pray that she makes it. Anyways, there it is. That's the update on the ducks, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one.